Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. Oh man, my bald head is getting really bad, man. Sorry for coming a little too late. I was trying to come on like 10:30, but I was watching a movie, Confidential with Ben Affleck. It was so good. I'm like, I had to go finish watch this movie. Um, no, not confidential. He's an accountant. Um, it's like one of those uh murder for hire situation, and yeah. So, but yeah, it was one of those TV show Murder for Hire. It was really good with Ben Affleck and that new punishment actor. I been seeing him. Elephant in the room. Shadar Sanders. What? Murder for Hire situation, but I digress, guys. Um, all right. Welcome back, guys. So we're gonna start it at the what's been going on today. As you can see in the title, Blackish. Blackish Met Gala. We're gonna talk about what happened yesterday at the Met Gala, and we're gonna talk about what's been going on in hip hop. You know, a whole lot of jazz. Let's start with the other DJ Academy main page. I haven't been posting a lot lately, but I know it's been busy. Um, the last time we were here, we spoke about the whole situation with Kevin Gates allegedly married to Brittany Renee, and it's not sure if it's just whether just wedding or carrying a ring or they actually married, right? And then we got two. We're not gonna play the music. This is Ghetto Sexy Red on in London, England, twerking on the street of UK, right? Still keep it ghetto. You can never go wrong with Sexy Red out here. Right here in London, a place where it's very classy, but she sure is still ghetto. And then we got to Didi situation. So they were doing our jury selection yesterday, and I think the whole week because they gotta go to I guess 600 potential juror, and they gotta rail it down to 18, right? So they gotta go selecting them. While they're paying them average 25 to $35 per hour while waiting. And I guess they're gonna have to come down to like negotiate to like between I guess 25 to $35 an hour. Some of them, if you're living in New York, that's gonna be a down play, especially depending who you are. Imagine if you're a lawyer or you work in a Wall Street, you're making a six figure. $25 an hour is not, but if you imagine if you like one of those people who um who work um a hotel job or like you work in a restaurant and you'll probably get paid $20 an hour. Or even if you get 25, imagine you get to take 2 weeks off and your only job is to like get paid $25 an hour doing nothing, just hoping you can get GD locked up or not locked up. Um, that's gonna be a great pay for you. It's nice little not vacation, but nice little relaxing payday. But I digress, guys. And then we talk about the whole this is Trippy with his new girl, um which is feature ex side chick. We all know Trippy was sexy. They say a feature have a a what you call that again? A plethora of women that that's part of his rotation, and she was one of those Spanish big booty chicks that was featured rotation, and I guess now she wants something more meaningful, I guess, but working in a on camera for trippy doesn't make you the main chick. But the other thing that ended up happening is today is um, I guess Grand Theft Auto dropped trailer. Um, and there's this guy right there, right? This guy probably gonna end up in jail. So this guy, for those who doesn't know what's going on, is he's looking at those cops straight in his face. So this is a father. I forgot what state he is. I think it's in Ohio. The day before that, doing a drive-by shooting, a cop killed his son. And less than 24 hours later, when they try to cover it up, try to say, oh, his son, they found a gun near his son, and probably know who his son is, his son probably. So it's not sure if his son was part of the people that was in the car they were chasing, or he was, you know, he was, you kind of walking in a neighborhood and there's a shooting happen, and you were just in the, you try to hide, just try to pass by, and then you end up getting shot. You wasn't even part of the situation. There's plenty of people when cops try to run after people and the people start running your way and you're like you don't know what to do, but like you try to hide, but now it looks like you're part of the thing. And so he was so mad that he went out and murdered one of their cops, and then not just a regular one. I guess he's like one of the top, and you can clearly see like they're mad, they're ready to kill him. They're ready to like kill him, but they cannot really do that. But they're gonna try to find a way, some way, somehow, when he's in jail. But now they try to making sure he's safe by claiming mental health because he was probably mentally unstable after finding out his son died. So his lawyer tried to go through that route, and yeah, a lot of those guys is not happy, especially this, and he kind of looking at them being so cocky and stuff. So before we even get to Playboy Cardi got banned, but let's take a look some of those Met Gala happened yesterday. Not playing the music. This is like what? No, that's it. That's not Met Gala. I'm sorry. Um, I guess there's a Doche was having issue with his designer, but they were giving being. But let's take a. I think one place I can clearly find the best what happened at Met Gala yesterday. One page that was posting a lot of it. See, and this page is gonna post mostly all the black um all the black A-list. So let me see if you got it. You see, that was what happened at Met Gala, blackish. They were all beautiful, sexy. But so what happened was Met Gala always is all charity, raise money for designer. Sometimes it's for black designer, sometimes it's for um grant that go to like black for the people who want to go to school for design. Sometimes it's museum that for fashion. But this time they was like promoting black designer this year, and I guess they were making sure a lot of people wearing black designer clothes. And uplifting that. And I guess it also raised $31 million. I heard that's the most they ever raised. And I don't know where that money gonna go because yeah, you raise a lot of money. That black gonna go to black people? Is that gonna go to like fashion, helping a lot of black creator to do get some of that money? But I don't know. Maybe sometimes black people like to show up for white people. But we'll see. They like being included. Soon you get included, they go all out. So you got a lot of people was dressing all so that this is Lauren Hills. This is African. She's okay. This is Central. I think, but sometimes think Chancellor is black, but Patricia is actually white, guys. But a lot of people think Chancellor just because he got the bread. I believe he's actually not even. I think in the I think he's Middle Eastern, right? I think he's Middle Eastern, and but he hang out a lot. You know, all that money he's acquired, he get to say the N word and over there, but he's not even. He's not one of us. He's not black. He's not African. He's straight European. But I digress. This is as a day out. China. Just, and she's not even black too. I guess she's South African, but she's like mostly Indian. If you see her family, you would not surprised. A lot of people think she's black, but she's Indian. Nicki Minaj, um, Kylie Jenner, um, that French actor, um, Halle Berry. What the hell? She's naked. She thinks she still got it. Wait, is she wearing a wedding ring? No, just jewelry. Janelle Monáe. Everybody dressing like dude. Oh my god, everybody wanna be a dude. This is Janelle Monáe and Issa. Tim's. Bro, she got a fatty, bro. She got a fatty. Not surprised because she's African, but she got a fatty. Um, I guess I don't know who she is. Nicki Minaj, bro. I'm not even gonna talk about that. Kim Kardashian still trying to stay young. Uh, this is Andre 3000 wearing a piano. I guess that's the cover of his new album. Uh, I don't know who the fuck that is. Jimmy Fallon dressed regularly. Queen 2000 got divorced, but short, really short. Uh, Stevie Wonder with his young girlfriend and his son. Uh, Simon Bowell and his and Owens, Jonathan, and like you can clearly see way too short. Madonna, everybody dressing like a man, like the style. Um, Shakira. Um, whatever. Usher and his wife. Jalen Hurt, Laura, whatever. Kiki Palmer. Uh, Kamala Harris. Angela Bassett. Um, Sierra and Warsaw. Future. Idris. Uh, the, um, okay. Okay. Shakira. What the fuck you doing for a country singer, bro? What the fuck you doing? Demi Moore. Um, I guess. Angela Angela Reese. She's stay in her business, bro. She wanna be more famous than be a basketball player, but okay. Dochi. But I heard she got into it with her stylist, but okay. Miley Cyrus, God King. But as you can see, man, it was a whole lot of black, a whole lot of black beauty. Some new, some old, something borrowed, and something blue. Now, before we get off that subject, while are we there, let's talk about something I just saw. So this is Tyson. You know, well, I don't always agree with what the Trump administration is doing. But this one, I'm kind of agree a little bit. Um, Today, Tyson CEO announced that they um they will refuse his food product and eliminate all synthetic dye by the end of the month. So that means like it clearly said that means like all the meat you've been eating is like non is unnatural meat. It's synthetic. Synthetic is like the one Bill Gates is making stuff that grow in the lab, and they mix it, make it look like chicken, and yeah, or sometimes like just stuff they feed the chicken to make it burp like. So Robert Kennedy is doing, I guess, some stuff like I said 2 weeks ago. He made juice not using like certain color that can make people sick. So we'll see what happened with that. But that part I really enjoy about him. He's doing. Your boy Kai, bro. Look at this chick try to shoot his shot at Kai. Look what Kai did.
Yeah, I did. I talked to him. He's his manager, right?
No, Summer Joy. It's like an indie singer.
Summers or Summer Joy?
Look at
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. All right, Summer.
It's me.
Oh, you're Summer? Oh, Gigi? You know who Gigi is? That's my wife.
I know how to
Excuse me.
Okay, actually.
He's been a real royal. And after what happened with Uncle Shay Shay, and casting that one, no part of them white women. They're like, oh, deuces, stay away from me. You know why? Because just today, look what happened. Look what happened. Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson has been allegedly get accused of rape from an accusation from guess what? How long? 20 fucking years ago. 20 fucking years ago. So you're telling me like you got all this time, bro? When they pass that law that people can just claim and people, bro, it's like always black men. You don't see. At first, it was they started with white men, but it was the main target was always black men. And for a minute there, people didn't think it was never gonna hit it, reach hip hop. But look what's going on with Didi now, man. Look what's happening with Didi. But guess what? You think that would stop a nigga from like not be careful with white women? Let's watch this nigga right there. Let's watch this nigga right there. Cause Shannon Sharp situation was nothing. Who was before that? These other two people wasn't nothing. So this nigga come right here, this dumbass basketball negro out here celebrating Cinco de Mayo with what? White women. Where's that? Where's that video at? Where's that video at? Where you see that dumbass nigga at? Where's that video at, man? Come on. Don't do me like that. I like when I'm trying to talk and play that video. I want to see that video, bro. I gotta see that video. Oh, damn it, bro. You tell me that video is already passed? Fuck. Bro, that was played so easy into my rent, bro. But nah, god damn it, bro. I hate I didn't have it there. Um, God damn it. I hate when you plan to do something, it didn't work out the way you wanted. God damn it. God damn it, bro. I was sure. So they got this basketball player, man, who did not learn, and he went to a party with all white women. I mean, like it just so dumb. It was just so dumb. That's why I wanted you guys to see that video. It was so fucking dumb, bro. He go by the name of Trey Murphy. I wanted you to see that video. I guess they called to have um neighborhood talk to delete it, but you can clearly see, bro, all white women, bro. It was a disgusting, but I digress, guys. They never learn. They not fucking learn. But I digress. Besides that, um, where shit, sir? Was that it? No, that was something else. I guess this is Didi new lawyer. She could hire another lawyer. One of her lawyer is, I guess, is a sexual assault survivor back in 2001. Part of his team, bro. We heard Didi. Didi got 8 fucking lawyer, guys. 8 fucking lawyer. Damn, that's a lot of lawyer. Eight, eight, bro. You say I'm gonna spend every single money dollar I rather spend everything not to go to jail than go to jail. And today, bro, like the whole VH1 daily show, that could be the worst thing that ever happened to the game. Ever since, man, the only thing he can make, you never see him on TV no more, right? It's because he's been always been on dating shows, like since before he was famous. But she accused him of sexual assault. He found guilty, bro, and he tried to find his all any way to not pay that $7 million. But they try to come after everything he got, but bro, this time they finally get one of his house, try to sell it for to get at least some money. But I don't know, man. Now you losing his house, at least one of his house. I'm sure not every house on his name, but damn, he tried to move his money around out of a different country, try to put it under a different name, under a trust, but they really try to find ways to like to get that lady paid, bro. And she's been so fucking patient. She like, I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna get my money. Oh man. And I guess another thing.
I watched what you put out on X. You got 32 million followers, so you're one of the most followed people.
See, wait. Now look.
Well, he always gotta be overdue. He wasn't Piers Morgan. They brought him back. I don't know why Piers Morgan thought he was gonna change, and I guess he know that it was gonna go viral and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter. And he worked out the interview because um, Piers Morgan did not quote the exact number of followers that he have on fucking X. He worked out. Of course, Piers Morgan was being okay. They say he was being disrespectful, but bro, you know what how that person is doing the interview usually is. You watch their interview before. He's not trying to change. Sometimes that his dry humor. You know that, but you went to the platform, do the interview, and then just try to like cause more you trouble beside the trouble that our producer was already dealing with, trying to put make sure everything is together for before you got here. But not surprised, not really, because you're always moving the sound of his own beat, right? Always moving the sound of his own beat. But I digress that it was his dumbass fought for even willing to sit down with Ye. And after a while, Ye career is done. Like for 1 minute there, all we can say the only thing he got going on for him was music. But the only thing Ye got now going on for him is probably just do a little concert here and there. Because after you sell your first week and he sold 5,000 copy, that's right there. There's no way Kanye West should not able to sell at least 20,000. 20,000. But just five, of course, he didn't release it properly. He released it like few days. I don't know. He do but they only count the weekend. For the first week. If even if you release it early, the few days before the weekend is not probably not gonna count count, only the count, and then later on they can add it. So if you count all those days since Tuesday, including the weekend, he probably already sell 10,000. But that's just too short, man. Kanye West a career just down the drain, just to prove a point that make you lose not being a billionaire. You try to prove a point just not being a billionaire. How dumb is that? For me to have just for not be a billionaire because you want to go against a community you know is so damn powerful. You're willing to lose billions of dollars just try to prove a point. You got children, you got legacy. What's the point of you sacrifice all this hard work, this sacrifice, just for you to lose everything, just to try to prove a point? That's just to show how unintelligent you are. Because the most intelligent, they gotta first is just family first, your children first, and then you gotta worry about your you know what I mean. But I digress, guys. Forget Kanye West, man. He think his stupid logic is makes sense, but when it doesn't make sense at all, whatsoever, whatsoever. But I digress, guys. What else is going on? What else is going on? I feel like YouTube is notifying people about my life, bro. Unless you like subscribe to the platform, man, you know, YouTube is trying to suppress my shit forever, forever, bro. Even my video, bro. I don't know what to do, bro. It's not getting any watch just because I wanna fuck with a real one, bro. With a real one. But I digress. I'll be alright. I'll be alright. What else is going on? What else is going on beside the Megala stuff? Diddy situation. Um, what's going on, City? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. 4K. 4K. Welcome. Welcome. I'm almost done, but thank you so much for still driving by. Whoever you are, you always support. I appreciate that. I really appreciate you always come to support. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bruh, they got Michael B. Jordan name on this freaking Diddy situation. So what happened was they try to um, speak on some of those reasons why Diddy is violent. One of the reasons is it was one incident when it was at a party. Michael B. Jordan was kind of flirting with Cassie, and I don't know if it was Diddy was there or not there, but it came to find out, and bro, and I guess it kind of explain how the shit went on, which I know like Diddy is not until now. It's not new for to her Diddy walk onto people, either beat them up or like do something to them because they try to talk to Cassie, even though like at first I thought it was only white guy, but it was some black guy today was trying to talk to Cassie every time they broke up and before they get back, right? I guess with the white guy, man, he gotta be careful because you do anything to him, you definitely gonna go to life. But look at what happened right now. But I digress. I digress. Let's move on to the next episode. What's going on in No Jumper? Sorry about that, guys. I'll try to. I'm looking at something. Give me 1 second. I guess we're done with No Jumper. What else is going on?
That's good. That's good. Excuse me. Wait. That's good. That's
All right. I guess we're done with all entertainment stuff. Let's check a little news out before we end the stream, man. Sorry, I was doing really good, but some of the thing I was looking for. Um, that's not what I'm looking for. What's what I'm looking for? Oh, yeah. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Sometimes you just Got brain freeze.
Good evening from New York. I'm Chris Hayes, the President of the United States.
Our family just blew $600 on a calendar, and it's the best decision we ever made.
Calendar organizes our entire week.
Everything syncs automatically. Why is this lady so important to the president?
Because he wants to rewrite history, right? So Tina Peters was the first person in the nation who compromised her own voting equipment to try to prove his big lie. She was convicted and sentenced by a jury of her peers in a conservative part of the state to 9 years of incarceration. But Trump is dead set on trying to pardon his political allies. He can't do that in this case because it was a state prosecution. And so he's weaponizing the DOJ to try to get his way. We're not going to let him do that. And we need to make sure that he's not allowed to rewrite American history with his lies.
It comes on the heels of Enrique Tarrio, leader of the Proud Boys, having dined at Mar-a-Lago, then sending out a message to all the J6ers saying the president loves you. It feels clear to me this isn't just about relitigating what has already happened. This is about creating a permission structure for folks who might want to mess with American elections in the future.
Yeah, look, I think that Donald Trump is hoping to build an extra legal, outside the legal system, a coalition. One could call it a gang. one could call it a militia. One could call it a cult, whatever it is. But he wants to build this cadre of people who are loyal to him and who will carry out his agenda when it comes to undermining free and fair elections. And, I think the secretary, as she knows, the Department of Justice right now is withdrawing its support from case after case after case around this country when it comes to voting rights. They are standing down in protecting the right to vote. They are flipping against black voters and other minority voters in these cases. Meanwhile, the Department of Justice has already filed in federal court in Colorado what's called a statement of interest to say that the Department of Justice, have an interest in this frankly state prosecution, which would, as you say, normally go through the state court system, and if there were appeals as things, they'd go through the state courts.
So just to clarify and drill down a little bit, because I think the whole state federal judicial piece gets muddied for the public, and they don't know the limits that are in the Constitution on that in that regard. So with respect to the fact that she was convicted under state law, right? The president of the United States, the Department of Justice, or any other federal agency cannot just come in and direct you or the governor or the courts there to undo what they did. What then are they absolutely trying to do besides they're bullying the system with their rhetoric? Is there anything they can do federally to gum up the works that makes it more difficult for you to stand on the ground that you're currently standing?
Well, they're trying, right? The U.S. Constitution is supreme. And if all the state remedies were exhausted and there was an actual constitutional problem, maybe they would have a leg to stand on. That's not this case. So
there is no constitutional impairment by what happened at the state level that the feds can then come and say, well, we need to fix that.
Well, I'm sure they're going to argue that, right? Okay. Trump tweeted out her sentencing was abridged the Constitution. By the way, he also targeted the...
That's it.
Did she tamper with the machines or didn't she?
He lies through his teeth, right? Okay. So he's trying to undermine the system, rewrite history. But on top of that, I think it's noteworthy to underline, he also named the sitting attorney general by name. He does that on purpose. He creates targets. He just needs to put out on social media someone's name. I've been on the receiving end of this. You get threatened, you get swatted, you get a whole host of things. He is trying to intimidate people willing to stand up to MAGA extremism. And I think Democrats, we need to stand strong. We need to stand up to their unlawful actions and then win in 26 to stop this MAGA movement.
Watch this. This is who I am. This is what I do. This is who I am.
Sorry about that. I fell asleep a little bit. So I was trying to play other video, guys, but just to show you how tired I am. It's getting close to midnight. I'm really tired. I'm not trying to stay late like yesterday. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, guys. This is